Welcome back to the C Morning Show, everyone. It's 8:15 in the a.m. and time for our morning discussion. Now, many kids have toys that they cherish, and even as grown-ups, we continue to have memories, fond memories of these toys. You remember some of your favorites?
Yes, I love my Polly Pockets, and I still have them.
Okay.
Yeah, they're my treasures until right now.
All right. I had Star Wars figurines.
Of course.
Remember the X-Wing fighter and all those, yeah.
Why not? And of course, our guest today has a passion for toys, and he has created a space that preserves and celebrates the history of art toys from Indonesian and international artists. I'm pretty sure we can't touch them.
No, I wouldn't want to. I just want to look at them. So, without any further ado, let's now say good morning and welcome the founder of MOT, or Museum of Toys, Win Satrya. Good morning. Thank you for being here today.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you for being here with us. So, can you share with us, I mean, again, what did you bring for us for today?
All right. Obviously, this is not just a toys. It's collectibles.
All right. From various artists.
Yeah, from various artists. This is made in a very limited series.
Okay.
And it was produced in Indonesia and also made by Indonesians.
Very cool. Yeah. I am very curious to know beforehand the range price if it was to be sold.
It's somewhere around 5 mil to 60 millions. Right.
16.
Yeah.
60.
60.
60.
Okay.
Okay. Definitely staying away from this right now. Do not trip my heels. So, Maswin, please do share with us what was actually the behind story and the inspiration of Museum of Toys, or MOT.
All right. So I started as a collector. Back in 2019, I counted my toys. I already have like 12,000 toys.
Oh, wow.
Around that much. So I was thinking I want to do something for Indonesia.
Okay.
So we started in opening a museum so it can be a gift back to others. Overseas, you can see a lot of museums, right, to get the reference and everything. But here, there's not so much. So we started with that. And we also see that Indonesian soft power is very strong in art. So we want to be the ecosystem for the Indonesian art. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm familiar with Museum of Toys. I've been to several of your pop-ups at various events as well. But I would like to share with our viewers that aren't familiar. You said these aren't toys, they're more collectibles. So can you tell us the difference between toys and collectibles, other than the fact that they're more expensive and you don't generally play with them? You put them as like a showpiece for your home and you look at it. But what are some of the other differences?
First of all, it's the limitation, of course.
Okay.
Normally, toys are made in millions, or sometimes it's billions.
Yes.
But these are like this one here, the Darbots over there.
The black and white piece in the very front?
Yeah, we only have 10 pieces in the world, right? So it's very limited, and also it's not produced by the big corporates company. It's not. There are not so many hands involved in this process. It's only the artist who wants to make this.
So these are handmade, not just hand designed, but handmade.
It is handmade.
Fully handmade.
It is handmade. All hand painted by Indonesians. You know.
Okay. And for those that aren't familiar with Darbots, if you look at the characteristics, like it's black and white, it's called incorporates different patterns, and a lot of them are very his signature style. Yeah. Darbots is what you would call, I guess, a street urban artist.
I call him Indonesian Banksy.
Yes, correct. We still don't know what he actually looks like.
Yes.
Genius.
But the art forms is similar, like alike.
And there's one more thing that, if I'm not mistaken, the materials used to make this is also different, correct?
Right. Every single one is different. The Darbots one is made by FRP, fiber reinforced plastic.
Okay.
It's the resin itself is made by us because we are in the chemicals also.
Okay.
These are made in a soft vinyl toys.
Okay.
Vinyl is a soft plastic.
Yes.
And that one is made by 3D printed, the cheese one.
Yeah.
So these materials, what's the benefit of using them as opposed to the mass-produced plastics or other materials that are normally used in regular toys?
They're cheap.
Right. First of all, if you want to make the injection molding, it's very expensive.
Okay.
The final toys, it's made by a different kind of molding, so it's much cheaper. Okay. The resin is made by silicone rubbers, so it's way cheaper. So you can make it like a very small series or small editions.
Right.
So it's lower cost, I think.
I see.
And how do you see right now the landscape of especially Indonesian, artists now in this field of making like art toys, and how have they been perceived by like international markets?
I would say it's growing. Not only growing. I would say we are maybe the top 5 in the world because we keep on producing, I would say Indonesian soft power, like I said, it's an art, right? We are on top of some other countries in art form.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think we are the best, I would say.
So how many artists have you, like locally, have you worked with throughout the entire time of MOT?
Right, surprisingly, since 2019, we've been working with 455 artists up to this day.
That's a large
Yeah,
number.
Wow.
right.
What's the curation process like then? When you have like all of these toy makers, you can't display every single thing.
Right, right. So it's obviously it's chemistry.
Okay.
We curate every single one of them. I would say the other 50% is the commercialism. So something that we have to sell, right? Because it's a business.
Sure.
Yeah.
And the other 50% is the one that we want to support and give back for the artists so they can be known to the world. Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
And then again, because of this museum, they have now a medium, like a pedestal for them to showcase,
Right,
you know,
that's
their creativity. So is that what other that you're like trying to achieve? What other factors you're trying to achieve with Museum of Toys? Other than just as a medium, is that also like a, you know, a gathering space or, you know, event space and whatnot that kind of
Right.
like to inspire more?
It's a mission-based business, so it's not really only a business. It's a mission-based company.
Okay.
So our goal is to, like I said, introduce Indonesian artists to the world, and from there we also want to represent Indonesian companies to the world, because if you see every single toys now are made in China, right?
Yes.
If you see this one, like this one here, we have the words always saying like proudly made in Indonesia here.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that's what we're trying to achieve, to have like Indonesian company that can compete in the world.
To showcase that we're ready and open.
Yes,
You know, to have that
exactly.
collaboration also.
Yeah.
Could you give us a couple of examples of Indonesian artists that were relatively new or unknown, but through your collaborations were able to now be, you know, more recognized outside of the country?
Right. So this is Nalta.
Okay.
The artist is from Surabaya. He's been doing a lot of combining pop art with the Japanese style, you know.
Oh, that's what. Yeah, okay, now I can see it, right?
Yeah, we already bring him to the Art Jakarta, you know, art moments and everything. And so we're going to showcase another one in the 18th of November this month.
Okay.
Where there's going to be a new series. So the artist also has the impact from the event itself.
Yeah.
That's such a cool piece.
It
by
was
the way.
shown to the 40,000 people, and also the ripple effect. It was shown in the digital marketing, you know. So all around the world can see it.
Of course.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, must win not only, I think, the international market. I think, again, Indonesia is the fourth most populous, you know,
It is,
population
yeah.
in the world. So I think the Indonesian people needs to appreciate it also. What do you think about our people, or this, you know, the market here? Are there, like you're saying now, is really growing. People are appreciating more arts. There's so many arts.
And we
events
definitely have
going on.
buying power, by the way.
Yes. So how are we, the Indonesian now, in your eyes, appreciating especially art toys?
They really appreciate art.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good.
They really appreciate
I'm
it.
Sales are good.
understanding it too.
But in terms of pricing, maybe we need to make it like lesser and cheaper, you know?
Okay.
Doing a little bit more mass production or something. Yeah, something like that.
I agree. Because I, for one, I mean, I can appreciate art and I understand the value, but I have like 3 little kids in the house. If I have things like this in the house, they're going to want to touch it and play with it. And if I have a 60 million piece in my house, I'd be a little worried about my son picking it up off the shelf.
And I'm very curious for the 60 million one. Is that because of the...
It's usually because of the rarity, right? Like how
The
rare.
rarity,
Okay,
the working hours
or-
that put into the
Okay.
this art piece.
So that's
yeah.
how you value the
Yeah.
art
It is,
piece.
it is.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think another thing that goes to Caroline's question in regards to what Museum of Toys is doing, in addition to everything that you guys have envisioned, is that introducing not just Indonesian artists but culture.
Yeah.
Like if like for example, if that has Javanese kind of culture kind of embedded in it,
Yeah.
then that will introduce
Yeah.
that as well to
That's
art
right.
lovers from around the world. Now, we'll talk to you a little bit about. There's an upcoming event this weekend. It's a 3-day weekend, the Good Life X USS Jakarta 2023,
right.
where you normally do sort of like a pop-up and exhibition. Can you
Right.
tell us what have you guys got prepared for this coming weekend?
This one over here, the cheese one, the artist is Archive.
Okay.
You're gonna see the life-size one,
Oh, so this is just the small version.
the small version. So
How big is the real version?
The real version is going to be 2 meters tall.
Wow, taller
Gonna
than
be
us.
2 meters tall.
That's
and,
amazing.
and this is the toy version. So you
Okay.
can enjoy the cheaper version.
Okay.
Like I
Oh.
said, this is going to be sold in a way cheaper than the large one.
Sure.
But you also can consume the large one.
Okay,
Oh.
so there'll be one of the big ones for sale.
Yeah.
This one is safe to touch.
Yeah, no,
There's a baby
you can
in it.
bring this one home. Yeah, you can be able to take this one home.
Oh, very
All right,
cool.
so looking forward to it. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yes,
And
thank you
we
very
wish
much.
continued success and growth for Museum of Toys.
All right,
because,
thank you.
Thank you.
It's obviously very entertaining and fun. All right, we're going to take a short break here on the program. If you want to check out Museum of Toys, check out their exhibition this coming weekend at JCC Senayan. In the meantime, we'll be back with more recaps from the news world when we return here on the C Morning Show. Stay tuned.